All right. What's up, everyone? Let's go, Dodgers!
Woo! Let's
Hey!
go.
All right, guys. Welcome to Compadres Talk. My name is Rich. I'm your co-host, along with Pachito and the homie Vic. Let's go, man.
Let's go.
What
Episode
up?
10. Finally in the double
What up?
digits, guys. After what, 2 weeks being off?
Yeah,
It's
man.
A
been a while, man.
much needed 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely, man. What
Missed you guys.
I miss you guys too. What did you guys do during the 2 weeks off?
Well, I don't know. I think we should go right into it, right, with the Dodgers. I mean,
All right, let's
what?
go. Let's go into it, and then we'll talk about the 2 weeks off
Okay,
after.
okay.
All
So
right,
World
guys.
Series game.
Yeah.
So should we start with game one or game two? What do you guys want to do? Game
Let's
one?
do a recap. I would start
Let's
game
do
one.
it. Let's do
Let's
game
do game
one. Let's
one.
go, baby.
All
Freddie
right.
Freeman, baby, hitting that grand slam. What's up? What you
That
guys
was
think?
Well,
beautiful. That was beautiful.
well,
Well,
game one was the pitcher's duel. Jack
yeah,
Flaherty was killing it, dude.
dude,
Garrett
I was
Cole was
nervous, man.
on point.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
and the fact that I was reading something. They said originally for the other series, Rondon was actually the starting pitcher for I think the other
Rodon. Wasn't
series.
really.
it? Wait, it was
Rodon,
Rodon, right?
Rondon, Carlos
That's all right.
Rondon.
I always have those moments where I'm like,
Rodon.
bro,
I
I'm
How
still,
not
do you fucking
pronouncing the
say
I
it?
fucking.
still can't get his name
Dude,
right.
are you still
That's all
putting
right.
it? Dude,
I'm the
stop.
same, bro.
Rodon,
I can never pronounce the
Rodon.
freaking
Carlos
last names
Rodon.
right.
Anyways, anyways,
No, that's a
so
good point. Wait, that's a good point. You're saying, oh no, some guy, I heard a hot take of this. This
well,
guy
that's
was
the
making a
video that you
clip.
had sent me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was very
So
interesting. I didn't know that. So I'm
I
thinking,
didn't know that
shit,
either.
why would
Yeah,
So
you
what's the
change up
story?
the lineups? So Carlos Rodon
Rodon.
is
Yeah,
Rodon.
normally the starting pitcher for a series because they like to
Uh-huh.
have Garrett Cole be the second starting pitcher
Okay.
in case they lose game one, right? Because
Yeah.
they
Rodon's not
said that
very
yeah,
he's very
he
erratic.
tend,
He's not
yeah, he tends to
yeah,
shit the bed, is what he said. He shits the bed.
exactly.
So then Garrett Cole comes in game two and he wins the game
Exactly.
for him.
So
Okay.
Yeah,
so the Yankee fans are pissed because now they're in a two hole they're down 2-0 in a big hole now, even though they're going back to New York. But I mean, I honestly I don't even know who they have starting for Game Three, but we got Walker Buehler coming off one of his best starts of the season, so I'm feeling pretty confident with that. But yeah, going back to Game
Yeah.
One, yeah, it was intense, man. It was probably the most intense game all year for me.
Bro,
Going into
only
it.
for you, only
I
for
was
you,
Well,
or
nervous.
for
Only
me
for me.
personally,
I'm
I'm sure for all
nervous.
Dodger fans,
for
but
all of us
I was
all.
like, bro, I was biting my nails.
I was all over the
Yeah,
place, dude.
I was the same way, bro. I was trying to put Capri to bed, dude. I was like, dude, this game needs to end, dude. I was like, so I actually brought my iPad, dude, and I was listening. I was watching the game, but I just put it face down, and I just remember like freaking listening to everything, dude. Like, but I remember when Freddie Freeman hit that home run, dude. I just remember I just flipped the freaking iPad, dude. I didn't even care, dude. I was like, who cares if Capri wakes up? Dude, I see the ball going, and I was like, whoa! I started screaming. Capri woke up, dude. She's like, starts jumping. She thought I was excited, of course, So I just grabbed her, dude. I was like, let's go! Freaking Mariela comes in. She's like, what's happening? I was like, bro, they freaking won. The Dodgers won.
Yeah,
It was just freaking crazy, man. That was a great game, though, man. I loved it.
Yeah,
yeah.
What?
that moment was unreal, and I remember going into the extra on the 10th inning and seeing that Gavin Lux got that walk, which was huge, and then when Mookie came up and they decided to walk Mookie, I was telling Frank the first thing Nat was
Yeah.
sitting on the couch, and I told her, Freddie's gonna make him pay. Watch.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, when somebody intentionally walks one superstar to get to another superstar,
hmm
you're,
It's
the
you're saying
manager's pretty
something.
much the manager's pretty much saying,
It's gonna go.
I'm gonna take my chance on Freddie versus. So it's
Uh-huh.
kind of like somewhat disrespectful to Freddie,
But
to a certain
like,
extent.
but okay.
Because of his ankle, or
Let's think about Aaron. So Aaron Boone, right? Like his decision to do that, was it a good decision? I mean, maybe you're going into
You're
it thinking
actually
that
really asking that
Freddie.
question? Was it a good
Let
decision?
me. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think critically
You're
here,
you're,
and
you're
He's
asking the
trying to
wrong
think
fan base, bro.
outside.
maybe. He's thinking to himself, Freddie Freeman is still kind of injured with his ankle. He doesn't have all the power. If I got to choose between Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts, I'm going to
He's
take
gonna
my
go
chances
Mookie.
with Freddie Freeman,
Well, don't
right?
Um,
forget,
But the
Freddie
big the
Freddie Freddie had a triple in that game. Okay,
yeah,
And that was pretty crazy.
so
So,
yeah.
but even a bigger mistake was putting in that pitcher. What was his name? Uh, Cortez, or I don't know the
Cortez
guy's name.
Cortez
Cortez.
That guy,
Yeah,
I mean, that guy hadn't pitched in how long? It was
a
like
month a month.
over a month.
yeah.
Why would you put him in such a
Nestor
critical
Nestor
Cortez.
situation?
Cortez.
Nestor
That made no sense,
Apparently,
Cortez.
dude.
he said he liked the matchup for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
Oh,
only he knows,
I
right?
He's
like the
he's
matchup.
left. He's
What
left-handed,
the
right?
fuck?
He's a lefty, yeah.
Left-handed pitcher.
So it was
Okay.
lefty on lefty.
That
Yeah,
was probably
that's
the
right.
bigger mistake was putting that pitcher in
Lefty
my
against a
opinion.
lefty. Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. But hey, I'll take it, dude. We won.
Yeah,
That's all
no,
that counts,
yeah.
man. That was
It was
what did
one of
you
the
think?
greatest sports moments in LA history, man. I mean, LA sports
That's what
history, without a doubt.
Dave Roberts said. He's like, and I experienced a lot of great moments. He's like, but that's one of the greatest moments I've ever been part of. I was like, oh
And
shit.
you know
And
what? At
like,
the end of the day, it couldn't have happened to a better guy, dude. That
Yeah,
having that moment, everything Freddie's been through this year,
yeah. With his
physically
yeah,
and
yeah,
personally
with his kid.
and
with
his
his family.
Yeah.
ankle.
So I was super
Yeah,
Think of
happy for
all,
him.
yeah, think of all the
yeah.
like sort of like the spiritual elements that have been shown
All the
throughout this
parallels,
series,
right?
right? Like the parallels and like for
Oh,
example with
like
that Freddie
Gibson.
Freeman, yeah, the Freddie Freeman home run
Yeah,
was that 8
Eight
26 or 8 40
837, eight thirty
eight
yeah.
thirty
seven.
seven, the same exact time as the
Game one in
as the
1988, right?
837.
Gibson. Like how does
Yeah.
that even how does that
But dude,
happen?
yeah, and he said that Gibson's both ankles were out, like were
It was
sprained,
his
right?
knees. No, his
Oh,
knees. It
his
was
knees.
Gibby's
Oh, his
knees.
knees. Okay.
Gibby's knees were both bad.
Yeah, because the way he was running there, he seemed like he couldn't run. He was just like limping, and that's wild,
Yeah,
man. Back
yeah.
in the '80s, you would just play with. You wouldn't care, dude. You played all beat up.
And
No,
dude, and Gibson came off the bench. It wasn't even, he pinched hit that game. It wasn't even like he was in the game during the game, you know?
crazy,
He
man.
was actually,
Wow.
he was, in the clubhouse or wherever they batted, like downstairs, and he was
Yeah.
taking swings. He was taking swings. Like, all right, I could do it. And then that moment, he told one of the ball boys to tell Tommy, I'm
He was
ready.
ready.
Put me in. And the rest is history, you know? And
Yeah.
Damn,
it's crazy.
And
the
then
'80s, man.
yeah, but then even damn, there was another point I wanted to make there with the
You said there was
nickname
a couple
for
of things.
the nickname that they had for Valenzuela was Freddie.
I don't.
Freddie.
They
That's
called him
right.
Freddie.
Freddie,
They used to
Freddie,
call him Freddie.
Fernando. Oh,
Yeah.
really? I
Yeah.
thought I
That's
just know
when
him as El Toro, but they call him Freddie too.
Well,
yeah, in the dugout.
between his teammates, they call him Fred.
Oh,
And that's why
Yes.
wow,
Earl Hershiser in the post game when he was talking about that
wow,
he got a little bit emotional because of the connection.
yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
insane, dude.
crazy,
dude.
man.
All right, well,
So
hey,
many.
going back into yesterday when Vic and I went to the World Series and like just kind of all the emotional, like spiritual elements. Like,
Yeah,
dude, putting on the jersey, putting on the Mookie Betts jersey, getting ready for my, to go to the game. Like, you start to feel it. Like, it just feels like
dude,
you're just
I
like
get chills
you get
just from you
excited,
guys like
bro.
just going. That's awesome, man. I wish I
Yeah.
could have joined you guys, bro, but oh man, it was too. I don't know if I don't want to pay too much money, bro. I was just like, whew. But
It was
hey, man,
expensive, man. It was
I'm
super
glad.
expensive.
I'm sure it was worth it, man. I'm
No
sure it
It
was
was.
worth
regrets.
it,
It
dude.
was.
No
You
regrets
know what
now.
though,
No
dude?
regrets.
Don't feel too bad. Like we were talking about earlier, it's like when you watch it on television, it's just as
Yeah,
exciting. If
Yeah.
anything, you can argue it's even more exciting watching it on television than actually being at
yeah,
the game.
yeah. No,
And
I
it's weird
think.
to say that, but it really does
Yeah,
feel
I
that
think
way.
you're right in a way. Like we were talking earlier, how like I went to the game two against the
hmm
Mets
hmm
for the NLC. What is it? And like the championship, right? For the
NLCS,
NL
NLCS.
NLCS.
NLCS, right? Um, and being there was cool. It was great. Like, don't get me wrong, but like you said, like getting ready, you're going to the game, or like being in line. Like, I was like, shit, I'm actually at the championship game. But like, but being in the game, like watching it, you would. It felt like almost like a regular game. But I don't know if you guys could argue
No,
that too, or like
I
agree
agree.
with that.
I agree
I
100%. I mean,
I
behind
mean, this is
obviously
a World
the game that
Series,
we
bro.
were at,
like
it's
Vic.
more it's more
Yeah.
like theatrical. Like Ice Cube came out yesterday right before first
That was
pitch, which
awesome,
was
man.
insane,
Yeah.
bro. It
That
was
was awesome,
crazy.
bro. Did you
Like,
guys
dude,
did you
the
guys catch
fans.
that? The
Yeah,
disses and
yeah,
all
we
that?
were. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we caught all the
dude.
disses, bro. I loved
Dude,
it,
I was
dude.
like,
I
damn.
was
Of course
like,
he couldn't play a
What
better song. I thought he was gonna play
what
No
was one
Vaseline, but no, I'm just kidding.
what
That's
was one
oh
of
yeah,
the what
you
was one
can't
of the
do that song,
disses?
bro.
you can't do that. No Vaseline in the Dodger
What
Stadium. Too many
what
kids.
was
Nah.
one? What he was doing Yankee disses or what? Like New York
Yeah, dude.
disses?
He talked about here, I wrote it down. He put freaking Yankees every weight, but he didn't say like MJ because he says freaking, uh, crossing over dudes, like MJ. But he said freaking Yankees every weight like Kobe, and he put Kobe instead of MJ. I was like, damn. So he wanted like make it more like
Mm.
LA based. So that was cool.
Yeah.
And then he also yeah, but he mentioned some other one. I forgot what else, but there was another diss about the Yankees, but I can't remember
Did
what
you
it
guys see
was.
Alex Verdugo was like bobbing his head
Oh
in the
yeah, and he
dugout?
started busting the West Coast. He was
He
like,
started doing the
he
West
had his
Coast,
hat to
like,
the
bro, what
side.
are you doing?
His
I
teammates looked
know.
at him like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. Hey man, where is he? Where is he from? Where's Alex
He's from
Verdugo
Texas,
from?
dude. He's from
Uh,
Texas, bro.
I mean, I know he was a
But he got
Dodger
drafted.
guy
But he got
before.
drafted by the Dodgers. He played for the
Yeah, I
Dodgers for
mean,
like four
yeah.
years.
No, I loved it, bro. Alex Verdugo was a cool guy, and he still represents Mexico. You saw his shoes for game one. Yeah, the
I didn't see
Mexico
him.
games.
No, I didn't see
Mexico
him.
Well, yeah,
shoes,
he's half
his cleats.
Mexican, and then
Yeah,
he played for Mexico in the WBC this year
yeah,
too.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but his
There
cleats
was
were
a
the Mexican flag colors for game one.
nice. So he's
Yeah, they're
He's
dope.
Mexican? Is
he's
he
Mexican
Mexican?
Well,
American, yeah, Mexican American.
yeah, he's like us,
I
dude,
think
Mexican American.
his
Yeah.
dad is Mexican. Yeah,
Mm.
Mm. You saw that? Remember, you shared that one clip with Verdugo. What he said about the Dodgers
yeah.
2020
2020,
World Series,
2020.
2020, right? Yeah.
What do you say?
That
He
it wasn't
basically
Oh,
said
valid.
that
He's
it
like
wasn't the
pretty
same.
much
ah,
because it was only
Yeah.
62 games. So he's like, well, anybody can ball out for 62 games. So,
come
it could have been
on,
anybody.
bro.
And this was
So
when he got traded to Boston. So maybe he was feeling kind of
Damn.
salty because,
Yeah, some.
he got traded to
Yeah, he's salty.
Boston. They shipped him out for Mookie Betts, which I'll take any day of the week.
Yeah, bro. Mookie
Um,
Betts. That was a great trade.
so so obviously people are like, hey, we're keeping receipts. And they kept, and I know I don't blame them, but uh,
Mm.
it is what it is. He he wanted to give his opinion on it, which is fine. I respect it.
Oh,
But he's playing for the Yankees. He's not playing for the Dodgers, so we don't care.
yeah. Uh, that was
wait, so going back to game two. So okay, look, Rich. Did you see it on television or did you listen
I
to it
did,
or?
bro. I was I like I told you guys, I had dinner with one of my you know college good friends, and him and his girl. We've been planning this, but we went to. I wanted to make sure the restaurant we had dinner at. I wanted to make sure there was TVs and they were going to be showing the game. So when we went, we watched it, and it felt like felt like I was at home, dude, because everybody was cheering, at
Hmm.
the restaurant, It was great, man. I think that restaurant did a good job because they wanted to, make sure everybody was watching the game, and it was great, dude. But I felt like I was at home, dude, because everybody was excited. It was like, oh shit, like we were just, nervous when the bases were loaded, and then what was his name? Our pitcher, Vias,
Blake Trinan. Oh, Vesia came
oh
in
no,
for one pitch.
Vestia, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. There, we were just like, woo! We were all screaming. And this is a nice restaurant, Mercado. So it was like in
Oh
Hollywood.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it's more like Universal City. So I think Vic, I took you and Nat
Yeah,
there
we've been
once,
there.
dude.
We've been there. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a nice little spot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a nice little spot. So that was cool, man. But yeah, I mean, I love the game, dude. My friend the guy that I went with, he used to be a Yankees fan, but now he became a Dodgers fan, dude. He's from Ventura, yeah, dude. His
Dude.
wife called the match like he's just a bandwagoner,
Not a
but
real
he
When
was
did
fan.
he?
always
Sorry.
yeah.
When did he switch
But
over? When did he switch over? Like this year
that's
or?
that's what I thought he was messing. He's
2024.
like, no, dude, probably. No, he told me at dinner. He's like, no, dude, I'm a Dodger fan now. I was like, you're fucking with me, dude. You stop lying, dude. And he's like, nah, dude, I'm actually a Dodger fan. And I looked at his wife. I was like, sir, he's messing with me, right? He's like, no, he switched. I was like, all right, you guys are messing with me. And she's like, no,
Nope.
he's
Nope.
no longer a
Sorry.
Yankees fan. I was like, damn. I was like, all right. But yeah, that was crazy, dude. But yeah, man, all these bandwagoners are coming out, dude. All of a sudden, I see them everywhere.
Of course they are.
Posting.
Of course.
I was like, oh, you guys, of
They probably
course.
haven't watched one game all season. All of a sudden, they're Dodgers fans, which is
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah. It's all right as long as you got support. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, but
man.
going
Game
going
game
going
two
back.
was
Oh, sorry. Real quick, just going back to game one
no
on that
problem.
Freddie call. Um, dude, Joe Davis's call was on point, dude. On point. I mean, Frank and I were talking about it. He's like, he must have had that just waiting in his holster for if that moment happened, boom, he was gonna
He
say
was
it,
gonna
which
do
he
it.
might have, but he still
Yeah,
executed it perfect. You know, it was amazing
that was
hearing that
great.
call live, and then that whole Gibby meet Freddie game one of the world. I was like, bro, this is a game that gave me chills by itself. It was like crazy,
Yeah,
like the significance
yeah,
of
man.
it. You know, Freddie having his moment, dude. It's still just going back to just it couldn't have happened to a better Dodger, dude. Like it couldn't have happened to a better Dodger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
everything
nah,
that he went throughout the year with his
yeah.
son and
He
how
deserved it,
son
man.
was he really yeah, man, it was incredible. It's an incredible story, and we're still going through it in the World Series. Like there's still game we got to win two more games, right? Like it's not
dude,
over
so
Scared,
yet.
so
man.
Rich,
Scared of Tommy.
so yesterday's Freddie's first at bat, that fool got
Mhm.
a big ass standing ovation, dude. It was
Oh,
loud.
I didn't watch the first few minutes, dude. So I could just imagine.
Yeah,
I'm
his
sure.
first at bat yesterday, dude. Everybody's
Damn.
standing ovation, bro. Standing
You guys
ovations,
got the chills
cheering
or
his
what?
name. It was crazy.
When
I
you,
stood up.
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
I
like
would have done the
Frankie,
same.
Frankie, I think waved his towel like maybe two times.
Well, okay,
All
wait.
right,
So
I'm
look,
good.
this is look when
Freddie
I
Freeman hater
I
or
don't
what?
usually I don't no 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 I don't usually sit in the reserve section, right? And I noticed that when you're in the reserve section, the seats are more narrow. So like
Really?
I was sitting right, and Vic's on my right, and then on the left side there was like this dude, like a big
So you
boy,
like this?
and he was like this, and I'm fucking sitting there, and I'm like eating my fucking hot dog. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, watch
And I'm like
that
trying to
dude
do it, and
watches
then he
the
goes like,
episode,
wave
dude.
your flag. I'm like this. I'm like going like this and shit. Like, bro, like
Oh man.
dude, it was a tight seat. But then at some point, the guy on the left and his girl got up and they went to go get food, and they were gone for like 3 innings. So we
Yeah,
got
So
to
you took
yeah.
stretch
advantage
out.
of it.
We stretched out, and then they
He
there
went
was
over.
I went over to the next
Oh,
seat, and
He
then
went
I was
over
like, dude,
one time.
I don't think they're gonna come back, and they came back eventually. But we got to see, I think it was the third inning, right, when Dodgers scored like, was it
got
Three
four
you.
runs.
runs, three runs,
Yeah,
those
three
Uh,
two home
runs.
runs, yeah. But
that was
no,
good.
I mean, it was a lot of fun, dude. I mean, I had a good time. I mean, but again, I think those seats are a little uncomfortable. Like the fact that they make them a little like you're already way up the fuck up top. Why did they have to make them even more narrow? Like, come
No,
on,
I
make them the size of like all the other seats. Like that's fucked up.
yeah, it is what it
Send
is.
him an email, bro.
I'm gonna send them an email. I'm gonna tell them you
Send
guys
an
need to
email, bro.
remodel that shit.
It's it's an old stadium. What is it, like the third oldest baseball stadium? I think
Yeah,
something like that, right?
third
Well,
oldest
they
stadium.
So
remodeled the
it's been
Coliseum. I mean, they could potentially remodel
they
the
Dude,
seating at
they
the
should.
Dodger
all those
Stadium.
seats, all those seats are meant for guys like Rich's size. They're not meant for
The big
like
boys.
us, bro.
The big.
Like,
No, but the dude on my left, even when we came back, remember we switched seats. You
yeah, I
were
saw you,
sitting
little
next to him,
sneaky ass. You're like, let me
so
go in first, so I don't gotta sit next to the guy.
and you were all
Is
like
that
this.
is?
You're all
I was
like,
like, fuck
Oh
it,
dude. I was like,
whatever. I
that's
don't
how it
care.
feels.
I
You
wasn't
were touching
complaining like
his
a
knee.
little
You
girl.
were touching his knee and his thigh. You're all
I
like,
didn't care,
fuck,
dude. I
dude.
didn't care. Whatever, bro.
That fool was he
I
It
was
was the
still was
World
standing up,
Series. He
bro.
didn't care.
but hey, he
I
was
didn't give
taking
a
too much
damn.
space. He was taking too much space though, wasn't he? A little
Whatever,
bit too
dude.
much.
It is
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
What am I gonna tell him?
It
Hey,
is what
bro,
it is.
sorry, you're
It's
taking
like
too much
those that.
space.
Nah, he
He's
seemed
like,
like a cool
home.
dude. We were
Yeah,
talking
he
to
was
them
cool.
afterwards, right? He was way
Yeah, he was
down.
cool.
Oh,
When
wait,
Otani got
okay.
hurt.
Oh, Tani got hurt.
Dude, that hurt me, dude. I was like, oh, dude. Originally, it looked like his wrist, and then
Yeah, yeah.
it looked like he hyperextended his elbow. But then I didn't really see it because I was at the restaurant, so it was like and then they reversed it back, and then I paid attention. I don't know, man. I didn't catch his shoulder, and then I was like, well, it makes sense that if it was his shoulder, because it
It was
partially
hard.
get dislocated.
It was
Hmm.
hard to tell what it was because I mean
Yeah,
we're way up
Oh
there.
yeah,
We're
you
like
guys are way above too. Yeah,
yeah, we were seeing him
yeah,
on the ground, and then he started kind of like rolling over a little bit.
yeah.
He
yeah.
wasn't getting up, so like at that point, we're thinking the worst. We're like, man, did he break something? Like, is he going to be
Well,
out
right
for the rest
away
of the
when
World
so when
Series?
when he
Yeah, at
got
least it
up,
wasn't his throwing arm.
the way
Huh?
that he was holding his left arm,
Yeah,
Yeah,
right away, I was telling Frank, I was like, yo, it's his shoulder.
yeah. Because he
Like right
couldn't bear
away.
weight
because Vic
right
always
Because
away.
calls
He
it.
couldn't bear.
Vic always calls it. He calls the home
He could.
runs. He can be way the fuck
dude,
up there, and he can tell
dude, so
He's
exactly
like,
get
it's a
this.
how he
home
got
So
run,
get
bro.
this.
injured.
So get this.
I
Okay, hold
Ninety-five
on,
told you,
hold
bro.
miles.
on.
I told you.
Get
Go
this.
for it.
So
Tell us. Get this, bro. Get this.
When Soto hit his home run against Yamamoto
I called it. I called it, bro.
on the at
I
bat,
said,
dude, he was battling with Yamamoto, and I was telling Frank, dude, I these are the type of at bats that scare me, dude, because these guys are smart, bro. They for every pitch they get, it's like they're downloading information. Oh, he threw it here. Okay, next time, if he throws it there, whack, I'm gonna whack it out of here.
Yeah,
And sure enough,
yeah.
the
That's a
next
part
pitch,
of.
dude, the next pitch after I said that, boom, bomb to right field. And I was like, damn it.
hey, Rich, you know what else? When Freddie Freeman went up in that game one, Vic knew. He said,
I
"Oh
did.
no, don't
I
pitch to
did.
Freddie, because you gonna
Ask
pay
my
for this
wife.
one."
Ask my wife.
Man, Victor's
Oh
nickname
man,
now is Lick Capping. He's that guy,
the
man.
cat,
Come on, Lick Capping, man.
I'm a
Dude,
the
clairvoyant, bro.
cat thing.
wait, how many games is this series gonna go? Tell us now. Tell us
Oh
now. How
man,
many
you guys
games?
crack me
Is it
up,
gonna
bro.
end in game 5 or game 6 or game 7? What is
I
it?
could
What is
It's gonna
that?
go
game game
6?
six.
That's 6. All right.
with the
At
yeah.
home.
I thought originally it was
What,
gonna go
dude?
game 5, game 6, but now with the Tani being out, I think it's
You're
gonna be
telling
game 6, dude.
Vic,
But
you're
he'll
saying the
come back,
Yankees are
huh?
gonna win 3 games at home? 3 games consecutive at home is what you're saying.
No, he
No,
win
no,
two,
no.
They're
You're
probably
saying. Oh,
gonna
my
win
two,
bad.
two.
You're saying
two.
They're
one
gonna win
game.
two.
Okay, they're
Yeah,
gonna
we're
win
gonna
2.
still win, and
Okay.
we're gonna yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
I think.
All right.
What do you guys
it's
think about
doable.
Tony coming back towards
Yeah.
the end
No.
of the
I think
World
we.
Series?
What is
You
it?
guys think he
Well,
could come back?
I mean,
I think
honestly, I think we'll
anything is
find out
possible in
more
baseball.
tomorrow. I think it's
Yeah,
Anything's
all
possible.
because it's a
if it
shoulder
is a
subluxation, right?
subluxation, if it is a
So
subluxation, it's all based on how he feels
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
partially
his pain
dislocated.
management, right? Well, you're
that's
the
what they're
resident
saying.
PT of this show, so you
I
would
was
Yeah,
be
just
able to
tell
know
asking
us.
you
better.
Tell
guys.
us, bro.
I
Tell
was
us.
asking you guys' opinion as a fan, but yeah, I mean, based
Well,
off of
based on what I saw,
his
yeah,
diagnosis, yeah, I mean, you could because it was a partial dislocation, right? Shoulder subluxation. Um, it's just a little bit of the humors just came out of the socket. It wasn't that bad, so he could easily come back. But I would give him at least two games or 1 or 2 games the rest, right? And then he could come back and yeah, I'm glad it wasn't his freaking throwing arm though, dude. I'm glad it was his,
Well, he's
his
not a
it was his
He's
left,
not
left.
a
It was his left
position
shoulder.
player. I mean, he's
his
not
left.
throwing.
It was his left, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
It was
Yeah,
his
no,
left
that's what I'm
shoulder.
saying. I'm
Yeah.
glad it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad it
yeah.
was not his throwing arm, because if not,
Mm,
that would have been a little risky. But for next year,
mm,
yeah,
Yeah.
man. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I think he'd come back, But like Vic said, we don't know exactly what. I mean, I
Well,
think that was just based
they're
off
probably gonna
of
do an MRI today in New York. They said
yeah,
they were gonna do an MRI today because they're already in New York today.
Already,
yeah,
huh?
So
yeah.
yeah, they flew. Well, remember my boy David Vassay? He said that they were flying out to last night. They're flying last
Last
night
night,
to New York.
Yeah.
no breaks, huh?
No breaks. Yeah.
Damn.
I was listening to that guy on the way home after I dropped you
Yeah.
off. It's an interesting show. It's called Dodger Talk, right?
Dodger
Dodger
Talk.
And
Yeah.
Talk, huh?
it's cool because he had people
Dodger
calling
Talk?
in. Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah.
Really?
had like
Yeah.
they
Yeah. Yeah.
call in. They go. Oh, I don't agree with Miguel Vargas being put into the game. I think maybe it would have been a better idea to maybe bring in. I
Uh,
don't know. And then he would say he would challenge them or he would agree. He would give his unfiltered opinion to whatever
Yeah.
they were asking. And then one thing I forgot about or who I forgot about was Pajes. Dude, we got Pajes
Oh,
and
that's right.
that's
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
nobody's dude. Pajes was like he had that big game in New York. Dude, he'd be. I mean, as a designated hitter potentially. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that works. That works. I mean,
That
keep the
works,
lineup
right,
the way it is. Um, I want to say,
dude?
like I said, I don't know who's pitching on Monday, but I want to say if it's a righty,
Yeah.
Gavin might pitch. The reason why Gavin didn't play yesterday was because Rodon was pitching
Okay.
yesterday, and he's a lefty. So if whoever pitches is a righty, I want to say they're gonna put Gavin. They're gonna put Gavin in the lineup. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
is
hundred
that what
percent,
it is? Oh, that's what it
hundred
is.
percent. Yeah,
It's
that's
the
the way
Yeah,
it's
I'm
righty
gonna
trying to
be.
versus
look up
lefty.
who's they haven't said who's gonna be.
They haven't said it.
I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
haven't
look
seen
at it.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see
But hey,
anything.
Pajes is a valid option, dude. I mean, he's a good center fielder. Uh, Defensively, he's got a hell of an arm out of center field. So
Yeah.
his at bats have been. I mean, I know he had that game in New York, like you said, which I mean, it's probably more than Gavin has done this
The
postseason
whole.
almost. Yeah, so
Yeah,
we'll see,
Yeah,
man. We'll see.
man. You gotta see what we do. Like, definitely, right? You
kind
gotta like. Wait, what happened?
you're kind of
Did you get cut?
staticky,
Yeah, you
or my
sounded like super
Hello?
far.
he's cutting off.
Oh yeah.
Hello?
Oh,
Are
connection
you?
Reconnecting.
issues, bro.
Yeah, reconnecting.
You having some connecting issues, Frankie?
It says
I
reconnecting
got.
for him right now.
Oh yeah, I'm back. Am I back? Can you hear me? I'm
Yeah.
back.
You are, but you're blurry. But like you said, that's fine. Usually, if you're blurry, right? You could.
Yeah, yeah. I think we'll be fine. Can you guys see me now, or because it's probably slowly coming
I
back?
I could
Yeah,
see
you're
you,
just
but
really
you're like,
blurry.
yeah,
You're
you're
like
not
really
focused.
blurry.
Just give it a minute, dude. Just give it a minute.
Yeah, we'll just give it a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
Here, let me see
All right.
I can always check the. Hold on. Let me see.
I got
Um,
about an hour and what,
we
10 minutes.
don't even need that
We're
much
good.
time, dude. We don't even need that
We'll
much time. Am I
talk about
okay now
Fernando
or no?
Venezuela's passing.
All right.
You're still blurry, dude. Like
So blurry.
it's
Here,
pretty. It's
I'm gonna.
starting to clear up. It's starting to clear up a little bit, but you're
Yeah,
still. It's like you're. Yeah. Let it come back. I'll come back right now.
yeah. Okay.
You want to pause it and check
I can
to make
always.
sure
I
that you're
can.
good? Oh, there you go.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
he
do.
looks. He
There
looks
you go.
better. No,
There you
you're
go.
good,
Is it
dude.
There
good?
you
You're
go.
good.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. We can always edit. We can always. No.
it's like you were
Yeah,
good,
it's
and
in
then
and
it
out.
just
It's in and
started.
out. It's in and out.
Yeah,
Look, it's fine. I'm gonna stop it. I can always
you're good.
merge
You're
the.
good.
I
No,
can.
you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Oh
You're
You're
good
good.
now.
shit. Oh my god.
Okay, now you moved it now. Okay.
Shit.
What do you mean? Is
It's
it
No,
like
good
as
now?
soon as he moves it,
no.
he throws it off.
Don't
It's like
touch
you were
it.
good, and then just don't touch it, dude. All
There
right,
you
you're
All
good.
go.
right.
Just
Stay
All
right
right.
stay
All
there.
right.
there,
We're
bro.
good.
Just stay.
I haven't moved.
All
That's
right.
why I'm not moving. Okay, go.
So
All right.
where were we?
What
Oh, we
else
were
we talking
game
about?
three, but you guys want to talk about Fernando Venezuela's passing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
We can
passed
yeah.
talk
what,
about it.
Tuesday
Yeah.
or Wednesday? Tuesday or
On
Wednesday?
Wednesday. On
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
right?
Wednesday.
Oh, uh,
Wednesday.
all right. Well, let's. You're good though, Frank. Let's see
I'm good.
talk.
I'm
Oh
good.
yeah,
I
he's good
can.
now.
I'm good now.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
good.
So who
All
wants to
right.
start with Venezuela? Valenzuela.
Go ahead,
Anybody?
start it off, bro. Tell us
So
how you
I
text us, bro.
how I what?
How
How
You're the
what?
one
you
that
text
texts
us. You
us.
tell us. You're the
What
one
did
that
I
told
tell
us, dude.
about
You text us
what?
the Dodger post.
That
It
you
was the
passed,
post that
dude.
the Dodgers made on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, Dodger legend Valenzuela passing away, and I think obviously, it would have been nice to, maybe see, have him be able to see the World Series, right? Yankees versus Dodgers, and
Yeah,
that nobody knows really like what condition he was at that time. I mean, obviously only his family knows really like, at what sort of stage he was and his health level and. They had a lot of privacy and that's good. I mean, they need
no,
that, like, and and we don't really know like how again how it all what he I think he had wasn't it like liver
liver
disease or
cancer.
something, was
Yeah,
it
yeah,
liver
like
cancer?
I think it was cancer. Yeah, liver.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but he was battling out for I don't know, from what
Over
I
a year, I would
heard and
say.
what I read, at least a year. Yeah, but I mean, it could have
Mm,
been more. I mean, you kind of tell, right? He was losing a lot of weight. He
Yeah,
just
yeah,
didn't look
yeah.
yeah.
himself, and he was in and out because he was a commentator too, right? For
He was on the
um,
Spanish
he
radio broadcast
yeah, the
team
Spanish
for the
broadcast,
Dodgers
right? So
for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, I'm sure he would have been there, probably commentating, and just he was a Dodger legend, man. Not just to the Dodgers, but to the community, to the city, and the Latino community, man. And I, I,
But
I,
like I
I
was,
mean,
oh, sorry, go
uh,
ahead. No, go
no,
ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, he felt like I think I wasn't around in the '80s, I was just born, but I'm sure he was like the Kobe, the Magic Johnson, of that time, I mean, at least to the Latino community and the Dodgers, but that's
Well,
just my opinion.
like I was mentioning to you guys when when we Frank gave
When
us
he
the
passed.
news,
Yeah.
like a lot of, I mean, I guess maybe a lot of people of our generation that weren't alive during that time don't realize that Fernando is basically the sole reason why there's so many Latino fans of the
Yeah.
Dodgers today, and more importantly,
Mhm.
all the Mexican fans in LA and
Yeah.
all over the US and even in
Mhm.
Mexico. Back in
Oh
the
yeah.
day, the Yankees were like the world's favorite team, like
Yeah.
meaning all over the world, even in Mexico. And once
Yeah.
Fernando came, like it was over. It was all Dodgers in Mexico, no matter what. But
Yeah.
not only that, but
I agree.
his story, it's like a movie, bro. It's like somebody who is
Crazy.
from the smallest pueblo in Sonora,
Sonora.
where it's like in the literally in the middle of nowhere.
It's like
And
an hour.
kudos to Mike Britos, the legendary scout for the Dodgers. He was actually when he went to Sonora to watch Fernando's team, he was actually there to watch another player who was the shortstop of that team, and
Really?
Fernando was pitching
Wow.
that day. So
It
that
caught his
day,
attention.
he caught his attention. He reported back to the Dodgers, and hey, there's an 16-year-old kid in Sonora that's throwing heat in the Mexican League.
Crazy.
And after that, the rest is history. Fernando went. He got signed. He was playing in the minors, and they brought him in the
At
1980
19, right?
season. He was
19
18.
years old?
Well, 18. He
Oh,
got brought
18.
into the Dodger organization,
Oh, wow.
and then in
But
1980,
mm,
he made his MLB debut, and then in 81 is when he became like a starter. And
yeah,
like people forget, like he started he started the season. He was the opening
he
season
was a
pitcher in
starter.
81.
Yeah.
Like, and
He
he
wasn't even
shut him
supposed to
and
start,
pitched a
I
shutout.
heard.
No,
Yeah.
Jerry
I heard
Royce.
it
Jerry
was the other
Royce
dude
ended up pulling out last,
because he
I
was dealing
guess,
with the
last
injury, right?
something like that.
It was his
And they
hamstring,
put him in.
or his
They
calf
put him
or
in,
something.
and
Yeah.
he started an 8-game winning streak
Yeah.
from that, which is insane. And mind you, back then
Yeah.
everybody was pitching complete games. They were pitching,
Yeah.
which nowadays is super rare. Um,
Yeah.
but now just
Yeah.
going back to like I remember asking my parents like, was Fernando Mania what people say that it was like? And she's like, no, it was a real thing.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was a real thing.
What were the stats with his first eight starts? Was it he went 8-0, and then I think he had I don't know like a bunch of shutout games in that time span? Wasn't it?
I
I
think
forget
he
how many it
had
was,
maybe 5 or 6 shutouts, maybe,
something like
That's
that. But
crazy,
then
which
the
man.
is
crazy thing
crazy.
that blew
That's
the thing
wild.
that blew me away was that he won Rookie of
Like,
the Year,
and
and the
and
Cy
the
the
Cy
the
Young,
Cy
Cy
Young.
Young, which
and
has
the
never
only
No
been
player
no
done
to do
player.
it.
or
It's
since
never been
And
then.
done. Dude, that's legendary. That's
yeah, he's the
legendary.
only player and the last player to ever do it. It's just crazy,
Yep.
man.
That's
Yeah, dude.
crazy, dude.
You guys
That's
should read that book,
crazy.
dude. They bled blue. They bled blue. It's a really good book, and it's about the 1981 Dodgers, man. And it's they talk about how they played against the Yankees, dude. I read it like
Yeah.
about a month or 2 months ago. It's a really good book. Highly recommend it, dude.
Mm.
All
Yeah,
right.
they talk about that whole thing and uh, Venezuela. They even have a whole chapter about it's called mania or something. But
Okay.
what Vic mentioned, it was a real thing, man. It was like to the Mexicans, like it was like they loved them, dude. It's just crazy, dude. But
It was like yesterday when we were walking past the pavilion and they had the banda playing, and I told Frank, I said, "You see this right here? This doesn't
There's
happen
no
without Fernando.
Fernando.
this is for
This doesn't happen
because of
without
Fernando.
Fernando."
Hmm.
I mean, the unity of because you have to
Yeah.
remember back then, obviously with the history of the Dodgers coming to
Oh,
LA
Chavez Ravine.
isn't, with Chavez Ravine, it's not the
Yeah, what
greatest
happened?
history of. A lot of people
Yeah,
say it was more the city of LA that did it versus the Dodgers, but I mean,
yeah.
you can
I
take it
mean,
however
we
you
kind of
want.
know. Yeah,
Yeah, so there was a lot of resentment from the Latino community for many, many years. You're talking
yeah,
about 20 plus years. I mean,
yeah,
the Dodger Stadium got built in 1962, 63, something like that. So for 20 years, there was no type of Latino fan base at all in LA. Not until
yeah,
Fernando came 20 years later
yeah,
and changed the whole culture of our baseball community in LA, which is
yeah,
insane. And for one person to do that, it's insane. I mean, you
Mm.
yeah.
talk about attendance at Dodger Stadium went up like 200%. Like it's like it went from having 20,000 fans to having a full house every time Fernando pitched. It was sold out.
Crazy, man.
It was like a playoff game. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
No, he was crazy, dude. And what I read in the book that he lived in East LA, dude, for a little while with a family or something when he first came. I
Yeah.
That's just from what I read in the book. I don't know how true it is, but like that dude was a man of the people, dude. Like he was like in the community and it's just crazy,
No,
dude. Like
there were so many people that were calling in this week, and they were like, "Dude, we would see Fernando at Griffith Park on the day
super
off,
humble, dude.
playing soccer
Yeah,
with his brothers and his family,
yeah,
and just knowing like they're like, dude, you're like, how can you
yeah.
be at a park in public, like,
You
and
don't
he's like
see
the
freaking
biggest star in
Otani
LA at
doing
that
that.
time." Yeah, it's like Otani going to
It's
Griffith
like
Park and
shit. It's like
going to the
imagine
carousel and just chilling, like, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
paparazzi
Um,
all over.
but
Yeah,
well,
that's
obviously
crazy.
back then, no social media, no
It was a
cell
little
phones,
different.
so a little bit more,
Yeah,
a little bit more privacy. And I heard
it
too
wouldn't
that he
go
was like
viral.
a very private person as well, but super
Yeah,
humble, like, and obviously coming from humble beginnings, I'm not surprised. But it hurt. I mean, it hurt, dude. It hurt a lot. I mean, it's like one of those things where like I never physically got to see him with my eyes pitch at Dodger Stadium, but I mean, you guys see my man cave. I got Fernando stuff all over the place,
yeah,
uh, because of what he's meant to the Mexican community, dude, in LA. So for
yeah,
me, it definitely hurt, man. I'm glad the Lakers gave the tribute they did to him, bringing his
The
family
Lakers,
and
The Dodgers,
the Dodgers. I'm sorry, and the Lakers too, probably. But anyways,
probably. Yeah.
yeah.
um, yeah. So, but it was
So,
cool. They had me and Frank took a picture in front of one of the. They have like cutouts and
murals
stuff,
or yeah,
like a
They
little
were they
yeah.
were
cutout.
signing stuff too, right? Like
Yeah,
you could sign on the wall.
yeah,
You guys
him
got
and
to
I
see that?
signed the wall yesterday.
Awesome.
So that was cool to see. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, man, it's we're gonna win it for Fernando, bro. We got
You
two
have
more
to,
for
bro.
34, so let's go.
Yeah, I like what Ice Cube did, bro. He's like, do it for Fernando, and he kind of paid
Yeah,
his tribute, like his respects to Fernando at the Mount. I don't know if you guys saw when he was like called up the homies and he
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
everything's gonna be all right. I was like,
Hmm.
damn, that gave me the chills, man. that was amazing. But I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
Ice
He
Cube,
he
Ice Cube
definitely
killed
meant a
it
lot.
yesterday, bro. I mean, what a
Oh
way to
yeah,
get a game two started, bro. It was great. It
yeah,
was great.
hyped it up. That's awesome, man. But hopefully we could win it, man. Like Vic said, game six, but hopefully game five. That way. Well, wait. If it's
Which
game
would be
five, it's
his,
gonna be at freaking at the Yankee Stadium.
it's gonna be in New York, but if we win it in game six, it'll be actually
That'd be
Fernando's
even
actual
better.
birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So next
Damn, that
Friday, if
would
we
be
win it next
crazy.
Friday, it would be his actual birthday. And yeah,
Dude, imagine, man. That's
I
like,
know, dude.
dude, it's like meant to be, bro. Dude, that's insane. I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Well,
we'll see, man. God willing, dude. We got two more
Yeah,
yeah.
games.
we'll see how it goes. So
All
switching
right.
gears a little bit,
Moving
switching
on
gears
to
into the
the
Lakers.
Lakers.
Los
So
It'll be
Laguneros.
AD.
so
AD for what?
AD.
Like Vic said, MVP. You think he's gonna get it or
MVP.
what?
I'm calling
Or
it right now. He's
continues?
gonna
Wait,
win.
you said he's
AD's
gonna
gonna
win
win MVP,
MVP.
Defensive Player
Lakers
of
are
the
gonna
Year.
Lakers are gonna beat the Celtics in Game Seven. What
Most
else?
improved player.
Dalton Connect, Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the
You
Yep.
year.
know
Austin
what
Reeves, most
else?
improved.
Bronny
Most
James,
improved.
most improved.
Oh man, dude, I didn't even.
What
I
else?
feel bad for Bronny, dude. I mean, I honestly, bro, my personal opinion, I don't even think. I don't know if he's even gonna survive in the G League, dude. You're talking
Yeah,
about playing against all these hungry players, right? That are like
yeah.
trying to make it
Yeah.
to the big leagues, right? I mean, I hope he comes back and he makes it. He makes some adjustments and he comes back. But I don't know, man. It's tough, man. I don't want to say too much. So
Well,
Yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
know.
it's
we
a
all,
sensitive topic. It's a sensitive topic
Yeah,
because you want to you want to be respectful and
yeah.
not like just shit on
You
some
don't want to just bash on him. So
he's a how old is he? He's like
he's
22, 20.
20,
How old
dude.
is
He
20,
just
he?
turned
20
20.
maybe.
I
Yeah, he
mean,
just
dude,
turned 20.
honestly, like, and for any fathers out there, and their sons, you wanna bring them up,
Yeah,
like
you
you
want the
wanna give
best.
them every opportunity that you have, that you've earned, that you've worked for. So there's
Yeah,
nothing. I mean, why? I think everybody can agree to that, right? 100%.
yeah, of
But
Right.
course.
we're seeing a big disparity on the court, right? And
Yeah,
then we say, okay, you compare him to other guys that didn't have those same opportunities, and does he stack up? And we can clearly see that he doesn't. So,
yeah,
I mean, that's kind of my take on it. But Vic, what were you going to say?
yeah,
I mean, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, the whole the history behind Bronny being on the Lakers and being able to be on the same court as his dad, having that moment in game one, uh, it's amazing, right? I mean, at the end of the
yeah.
day, it's super cool. Obviously, it's never been done before.
Probably
Um,
never see it again. Who knows?
Probably would never see it again.
Yeah,
But at the same time, we all know the obvious as well, right? Like, there's
yeah,
no there's no way of like sugarcoating that in a sense where like, look, people are saying that this is nepotism at its finest. This is saying that this is all
But it's everywhere.
fabricated. It's on all show.
Nepotism
But
is
yeah,
everywhere, right?
exactly.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it
So,
happens in any aspect of business
yeah,
or in life in general, right?
yeah.
So to me, at the end of the day, LeBron is doing something for his legacy. He wants to do this. Fine, I get it. Um, yeah, you could say too, Bronny's taking a spot from another hungry G leaguer or undrafted guy that's in the trying to get in the league. I get it. So a lot of people can look at it that way. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Um, the fact that I mean, there's so many other aspects of this season that I'm looking forward to. The fact that we got Dalton Connect at 17 till this day is like a steal.
dude.
Charles Barkley
And
even said
he's
came
been
out and
looking
Man,
said
he's
good,
killing.
man. He's
all
looking
those
good.
other GMs that
That didn't pick him up.
Passed
passed
up
on
on him.
Dalton Connect are a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
The fact that we got him to fit in our system is like, bro, it's like a
Oh,
diamond in the rough.
big dude. No, he's been doing good, dude. He's been scoring like, well, I mean, what he played 4 years in
The the
college. I mean,
the one thing that I see him is when he's on the court, he doesn't ever seem to get flustered. He seems like a 5 year veteran, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see it, bro. I saw today that he actually just got signed by Jordan Brand, which is
Really?
great.
Oh, today
Yeah,
or yes?
Damn.
Oh,
I saw
nice.
today that
Yeah.
That's crazy.
the Jordan Brand signed him. So I'm like, wow, dude. So I mean, if
Wow.
Jordan Brand can
Yeah.
see that in
Yesterday.
him, like that's big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So
Yesterday
that shows a lot.
against the Kings, so they won 131 to 127. Obviously, the bigger
Yeah, he
story was
scored.
LeBron James, who
Yep,
like went
Yeah,
off in
he
went
the
off
did
fourth
in
hit.
the
quarter.
fourth.
But still
Yeah.
on the topic of Dalton Connect, I mean, he had 20. It was 20 minutes, 10 points, one
Yeah, 10
assist.
points.
I mean,
20
not
minutes,
bad.
dude.
He's a rookie,
Efficient,
but
bro.
Uh,
but there's a lot of things that he probably did that are not showing up on the stat line. Like we didn't see the game, but
yeah.
I'm sure
No, we
he
didn't
But
was
see. Yeah, I didn't see
impacting the
it.
game in a lot of different ways.
No,
What did you
I
guys think?
think
Did you guys see
uh,
LeBron any of that game yesterday? Or Rich, did you see any
I
of
no,
saw
it?
I
some
saw
of
the
the
highlights
highlights.
today.
No.
Yeah,
I think,
I didn't see the game.
like I was mentioning to Frank yesterday, Isaiah Thomas, the Piston great, came out the other day saying he could see the difference in how JJ Redick coached the team versus
Yeah,
Darvin Ham,
yeah.
uh, because
What do
of
you say?
how, well, a couple things. So JJ seems to be more like a teacher. So Darvin Ham had, he was like a defensive coach, right? That was his mindset.
Yeah,
JJ is obviously more of an offensive minded coach,
yeah,
but a lot of people were saying, or like people were saying that Darvin Ham wanted to fit the players or wanted the players to fit into his system, versus JJ is working around the players he has. So he's creating a system that are best fit for his players and for us to be able to succeed as a team.
uh,
So in that sense, you got to think more outside the box. You kind of have to do more research. You got to put more work in. Um, the other day, something came out that Baron Davis, UCLA great, NBA, that he saw JJ
scout.
Redick at the car wash at one of
Mm.
their local car washes wherever they live, stuck with the iPad watching film on
Really?
the
Oh
day before the
wow.
game, and he's like, bro, he's grinding, bro. Every second he gets, I mean,
Dude.
he's like an obsessive like dude, like basketball consumes him. So
Yeah,
obviously, like you would hear these type of things when he was on the broadcast team for ESPN and things like that. But you obviously didn't know, like, damn, people are saying like he's like a basketball junkie, like.
yeah,
But to see it,
Mm.
to see him, and then to see him like, when they do like the timeout, when they do like the stuff where like they show the coaches in the timeouts and stuff, and you would see him, and he's like the way that he's talking to his guys. He goes, guys, we're getting good shots. Guys, we're gonna make them. Keep going. I love our intensity. Keep it up. Like, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of helps, I would say, being a former player himself. Uh, More recently, obviously, he's only been out of the NBA with like a couple years, 4 or 5 years maybe.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm loving what I'm seeing from JJ. I mean, obviously going into the season too, he had a lot of pressure to, being hired by
To
the
prove himself.
Lakers, to prove himself.
Never
And
coached.
I mean, he's putting in the work, bro. I mean, he's putting in the work,
Yeah,
man. So
yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm we're yeah, we're 3-0, and the first three teams that we played are not like bottom of the league type teams. We're talking
Dude, the
about
Suns,
we're talking
Tims,
about
and the
yeah, the
Kings. Those are good
Timberwolves. They're
teams.
all playoff
They're
teams
good
last year.
teams.
So it's not like,
Yep.
so the fact that we're 3-0, even
When was
yesterday
the
coming
last
back
time
in the
we even
fourth
did
quarter,
that? Like, I don't even remember the last time we went 3-0, dude.
a while, bro.
It's like
Yeah, a
It's been a
while.
long time.
crazy,
Long
man.
Somebody got to
time.
look that up. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been a while.
yeah. We should look that up and post it up later, cause
And let me see. I'm gonna look it up
yeah.
right now. When was the last time? I bet you
And I
it
But
was.
think
another point I wanted to
When
make is
was the last time
when
we
JJ got
played?
hired, he said, and he said it. You could look back at it. He said that he felt like AD wasn't getting utilized the way that he should in the game.
Mm.
And bro, he is just going off these three
Oh
games.
yeah,
Like,
he's averaging at least 30
so
points, bro, per
I'm not
game. It's just
surprised. Like,
crazy.
he's gonna be like the focal point of our offense. which he should be. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh, he's killing you,
he's like
dude.
a 5 tool player, bro. You do everything, bro, on the court.
He can shoot, he can
So
block, he can freaking,
I mean,
and
AD, I just
he's a
got willing,
beast.
knock on wood, dude. You just got to stay healthy, bro. I mean, we all know that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, last
Yeah.
year,
If he
what he
stays
played
healthy, we'll get.
74 games last year. So
Yeah.
the most he's played in like 5 seasons. So
Yeah.
obviously the key to him is to stay healthy and
Yeah.
he's gonna win MVP,
But
man.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
call it right now.
I
If he
hope
stays
so. I
healthy, he
hope
will
so,
win
bro.
MVP.
Man,
I hope you're
MB.
right,
Oh, it's
dude.
all AD, AD. Okay, AD. Yeah,
I
AD.
hope you're
Yeah.
right, Vic, because
For a second,
I think
I thought or you said LeBron James MVP, but okay,
uh,
AD MVP. It makes more sense to me,
Yeah.
yeah,
right?
This
Yeah,
AD's year, bro. This
that
AD's
would be
year.
AD.
yeah.
It
And
has to be,
LeBron knows
man.
it too.
Yeah, I was making a comment. I was telling to Vic right before he came back on that AD mentioned how because he's like, oh, I think one of the commentators or one of the reporters asked him, "Are you tired from the Olympics? Do you feel like you need to rest?" And he's like, "Nah." He's like, "If anything, it helped me out. It helped me improve my skills." He's like, "I've been more ready. I've never felt more ready, than before. Like, the Olympics helped me out, and I'm ready for the season to start." And, I mean, so
Mm.
far he looks good, dude. I mean, he's averaging at least 30 points. I think the lowest points he's got are like 31 points. He's killing it,
Yeah,
dude.
that's a
Defensively and offensively.
that's a good point. What you're saying though is that his time during the Olympics playing kept him ready, kept him like
Yeah,
in physical shape, and maybe
yeah,
in the past, regular off season was not to his best sort of
yeah.
benefit or whatever, right? So that's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the Lakers, and I hope all three of us get to go and watch the Lakers, man. And one of these days, dude,
let's
it'll
do
be
it.
good, bro. Let's
We,
do
we
it,
Definitely.
won't
man.
have to spend $1,000. We won't have to
Yeah,
spend 1,000
I'm not
playing.
willing to drop $1,000, but yeah, dude, that's
Unless it's an NBA Finals
not
game.
yet. Yeah, maybe this time. If it's the
Shit.
NBA's final, yes. I've always wanted to go NBA's finals game too, as well, on top of World Series. But
Yep.
yeah, man, we'll see. I don't know.
We'll see, man.
Uh, all right. Last but not least, what I know we took 2 weeks off. I know some of us took a couple road trips and or just chilled at home. But what were some of your guys' favorite things that you guys did in the last 2 weeks? Besides going to the World Series without me, no, I'm just
We
okay.
invited you.
Yeah.
I know, bro. I
We
know you guys
we
invited me.
tried.
Big's like,
We tried.
I know, man. No, I appreciate you guys, including me, but kidding me. But anyways,
Yeah, we understand. We understand.
Vic,
yeah.
tell us about your trips to. You went to Santa Cruz, right? And where else? Did you go two
Yeah, we
places?
went up to Santa Cruz. Is that considered Central Coast? No, right? That's like passing Central
It's
Coast,
a
right, Rick?
last city of the Central Coast. The
Yeah.
last,
So
the
I
last
guess
county. Yeah,
I guess once you start hitting redwoods, you're
yeah.
Northern California.
Northern. Yeah.
No, it was great. My parents, my grandparents on my mom's side, we took one of my uncles as well, and my family went up to
Nice.
Santa Cruz County. Beautiful, man. It's like it has that small town feel. We stayed in an area called Scotts Valley, which is like a neighbor city to Santa Cruz. And my mom she actually wanted to do a trip up there because she wanted to do. They have this thing where they do like an old steam railroad train that goes
Mm.
within the forest of the redwoods up there, and it was awesome, bro. It's called Roaring Railroads in Felton. Felton's like right next to Scotts Valley. It's like literally like 2 minutes away. Um, and it was awesome, man. It was cool. It was like right, like perfect. Like the weather was great. It was like maybe mid 70s out there at that time. But it was awesome. The railroad takes you through. It's about an hour or so uh, round trip, and it's beautiful, man. Seeing the redwoods. One of the guys on the trains giving commentary on the history behind it, on the history of the railroad and that area, the redwoods. Um, and it was awesome, man. It was nice to be out, kind of take a little road trip. It's about I would say like a 5.5 hour drive, um, which was cool. And yeah, so my grandparents are up there in age. My grandpa's 90, my grandma's 88. So they really put a lot of effort to be there and obviously be a part of that, which was nice to be there with them, experience that with them,
Yeah,
and yeah,
great,
we
man.
visited the boardwalk in Santa Cruz, which was really cool. A lot of
One of
things
the
to do for the
legendary
kids and stuff. It
boardwalks,
was
huh?
nice. Yeah, it's really nice right there.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we obviously I was able to watch. Our hotel was putting on. So they have like a in the where the reception
The
is. They have
lobby.
like a bar, like a lobby. There you go. They have like a bar, and then they have like couches and stuff. And obviously you're in Giants country, so
You're in Giants
so obviously
territory.
I'm rocking my Dodger hat.
Uh,
We're in downtown Santa Cruz, walking around before the game and stuff. And everybody's everybody's wearing Giants gear, bro. Everybody's like not even, you know.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
but
mostly
anyway, so yeah,
Giants.
I went up to the bartender and I said, "Hey, do you mind putting on the NLCS game one?" And
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
what the hell?
she's like, "No, I can't." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And
He's like, it's the Dodgers.
she's like, "I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding." I was like, "Oh man," I was about to say, "Damn, I'm about to go up to my room then." I was like, "Let's go." So anyway, it was cool. So we watched game one, and my whole family was there, so we were watching it. It was cool.
Mm.
Um,
uh,
and then on the way back,
that's awesome.
somehow, some way, they played game two on a Monday at 1 o'clock, which is crazy.
Yeah,
The game that Rich went to.
I went. It was cheap, bro. It was cheap. I could afford it. I
Yeah.
was like, let's go, baby. I'm going. I took the wifey. It was a good game, man. But unfortunately, we
Yeah,
lost. Yeah,
yeah, it was
it's all
that
right.
bullpen game. Yeah.
uh,
So
but
yeah. But anyways,
yeah,
and then the following weekend, my wife and I went to Vegas. She actually, this is a Father's Day gift from this year that she gave me to go see Lenny Kravitz in Vegas, which was amazing. It was on my bucket list for a long time, and it was funny because they had to show at the Dolby Live Theater, which is on the Strip, right behind New York, across from the T-Mobile Center or T-Mobile Arena, whatever they call it.
hmm,
It's a small venue, but dude, the acoustics in that venue are insane. Like
uh,
insane. It's super, super clear, super loud. And it was cool. Lenny didn't have an opener. He started. He did about hour and a half show. Played a
pretty good.
great set, a lot of energy, and it was great. It was
He's
great.
in
At 60
he's in
years old,
great
he's still
shape,
killing it,
man.
bro.
Great shape, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
amazing. Yeah, it was cool.
I didn't know,
And a
hey,
great
Vic. I didn't know
experience.
you, Vic. I didn't know you were a big Lenny Kravitz fan.
dude. That's what I
That's
told him.
I
I
didn't
was
Yeah,
know
like, I
Lenny
didn't
that.
even know you
Kravitz,
were a
dude.
Lenny Kravitz fan.
Since when?
Yeah.
Since like when he was
I
in his
know.
prime, I'm imagining,
Uh,
right?
I would say like I got into Lenny like in high school. I got,
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
and been a big
Uh,
fan. He doesn't really perform a lot in the US, at least recently. So
uh,
the closest was Vegas, so we ended up going to Vegas, and it was great. Yeah, we had dinner
Yeah.
right across the street. We had dinner at Gallagher's Steakhouse. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Gallagher's. Yeah, it's
nah.
actually
No.
They're New York based. So when we went to New York last year, we went there. Uh, that restaurant that we went to in New York is located in the Broadway district, which is really
Mm-hmm.
nice, man. So we didn't realize they had one in Vegas at the New York. So we're like, dude, let's go. So we went, and we had dinner, and it was great. So yeah, it was cool, man. It was
Awesome, man.
nice little
Sounds like
two
you had
weeks, and
nice 2 weeks off, huh?
yeah, it
Cool,
was
Off
great,
the
bro.
bro. It was great.
podcast.
Yeah.
What
What was
what
that?
about you, Frank? Huh? My bad.
Yeah, for me, man, honestly, like every weekend, like my family and I, we've just been jam-packed with different
Yeah.
fun activities, like spending time with friends. Um, it's just been, I mean, Like even today, for example, today Tanya's at a brunch with her friends, her amigas, her close friends,
Uh,
Jackie and Celine. No, Selena couldn't make it, but Daisy's gonna go. So there's three of them.
nice.
So they're at a brunch, and I mean literally every day we've been doing something.
Yeah,
And it's been
that's
fun,
awesome,
man.
man.
Like we didn't go on a trip or anything like that. We didn't go anywhere. But just being at home, being in the neighborhood, spending time with the neighbors, just making new friends. Like
Yeah,
I mean, we're very blessed, man. Like honestly, like I can't. There's nothing for me to complain about. Like it's just been memory after memory and good stuff, and I just want to keep it going. Just want to keep it going,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
No
Yeah.
that's
pumpkin
awesome,
patch,
bro.
no pumpkin carving for
You
the
know,
girls. No.
that's interesting. You know what? The pumpkin patch we typically do every year, and we didn't do it
Yeah,
this year. Like we usually go to
really.
the one.
Oh,
We go to the one in Irvine. Have you got? It's like there's one in
oh, the
Irvine.
one with the
It's
train.
the one
That's
with the
like
train.
the
Yeah,
little sister of Griffith Park.
yeah,
It's a big park, but it's
Really? Is that what it's
obviously
called?
smaller.
yeah.
Nah, I always tell
Oh,
people
okay.
it's the little
Or
sister
Have
what's
you
of
it
guys
known
Griffith
as?
Park.
have you guys been to that
Nah, I
one?
mean I just make it
Oh
up,
no.
dude. Yeah,
No.
I
Oh
went last year. I took we took Capri there last year, but
yeah.
it gets busy, man. It's
It
packed.
gets busy. We've been there.
Yeah,
I think the last 2 years we went there, so it was kind of like all right,
yeah,
like we've already been there, and I think we did some pumpkin carving here at home with the girls. So like nothing
nice.
big. I mean, and it's just funny
Okay,
because like it's October 27th, and I keep forgetting like Halloween's like a couple
dude,
days from
Halloween's
now,
around the
right?
corner, bro.
Thursday,
Did you
man. It's on
figure out
A
your?
Thursday.
fun, dude, a
Did you
funny ass
figure?
story. Listen, funny ass story was when I went to go take Vic home yesterday. We're driving through
Uh,
his fucking neighborhood. Some dude in like a full on cowboy outfit was in some like horse like motorized like horse thing, and
It was like a bull.
he
It
was
was like a
just
motorized bull, like
he was
the
bull
bull
riding it
ride
ride
home.
thing, yeah.
machines.
And he was just
He was
riding
riding
through
it
the
home.
street, yeah. And we just looked, we're like,
What
what
the
the
fuck?
fuck? What is this guy doing?
You're like,
But
wait. You're like, wait. It's Halloween weekend. You're like, never
That's
mind.
what I
bro,
told him.
we were so our
Frank,
Yeah.
mindset was like
You
all
guys were stuck on the
baseball,
World
like
Series, bro.
on the World Series. We're like, oh
Frank,
shit,
Yeah.
Frank got all because in my neighborhood it's kind of dim. It's not a lot of good street lighting in
Yeah.
my neighborhood, and Frank got a little scared, bro. He's like, bro,
I didn't get
what's up with
scared.
your
Shut the
what's
fuck.
up with your neighborhood,
He's
bro?
like, hey, bro.
And
I
I
don't
was
know
like,
if I
I
want to
don't
pull
know,
up
dude.
on your name.
This is not like anything normal. It doesn't happen all the time.
It,
I was like,
you've never seen that.
Oh man, that's
And the dude
hilarious.
was by himself too. He was by himself,
yeah, he was
just
by
driving
himself,
his
straight up. I was
just
like,
He
what
driving.
was
the
trying
hell
it
is
out,
this?
bro. He's trying out his outfit for the week.
And
I
then and
guess,
there was
man.
even I think there was a Halloween party across your street too, Vic, right? Like there was people that were
Maybe
dressed
that's what it
up.
was.
Yeah, my neighbor had a little something, yeah, yeah, because people were dressed up
Yeah.
and stuff. So
Oh, so
Oh,
maybe
okay.
yeah,
he was going to that party, dude.
he was going
Yeah.
opposite way. I don't know. He was
He's
going.
going
He was
opposite
going to
direction.
7-Eleven in the corner or
Like,
something,
where the
dude.
fuck
He
is
was in
this
a
guy
different.
going?
Oh man, that's hilarious, dude. Ah,
What about
pumpkin
you, Rich?
carving.
What'd you do your time off?
Um, I went to Big Bear 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
That's
They had
nice.
a
right.
race out there, so we stayed out there for a day. It was nice, we stayed right by Big Bear Lake, right by the lake. It was pretty nice.
Mm.
But yeah, I had a race out there, and then we did the whole, the village, where we walked after the race, and it was
How's the
nice.
village, man?
But
I haven't been to Big Bear Village in a long time. Is it still pretty much
yeah,
like the same? I mean, it's
it's
nice, right?
yeah, it's still the same, still. I mean, there's been a couple of new shops. I feel like there's a little bit more coffee shops now.
Mm.
Um, let's see,
How would
but
you
it
compare it?
was
How would you compare it to Mammoth?
um, see, the Mammoth doesn't. They don't really have a village. They
A
have a
Yeah, they
village,
village?
but
don't.
Yeah.
it's not like that. Their village
Mm.
is like where everything's happening. It's at the ski resort, right? It's like
Mm.
at the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
But their village is different. But personally, I like Mammoth more. I like the drive. It's a little easier of a drive, even though it's further. But Big
Mm.
Bear is like really windy
Yeah,
road. I mean, even every
it's
time I
dangerous,
go, it
bro.
never fails with like, yeah, with new people or haven't been there for a long time. Somebody always vomits, man. Like
Holy
Mariela was
shit.
like feeling nauseous, and of course she had a vomit on the way back, dude. I don't know if it was like the coffee or just the altitude or the windy road,
Yeah,
or maybe all three. But yeah, man. I mean, but I like Big Bear too. Don't get me wrong. But it was just busy because the whole fire thing was going on. Like, how there was a fire for a few weeks.
yeah.
So a lot of events got backed up. So
Oh.
that weekend was really busy. There was like 5 events going on. So um, yeah, but other than that, it was cool. I mean, but the next day we went to Knott's. We took our daughter. We had the season pass,
Nice.
so we did the whole Halloween thing. I think Knott's they were giving out candy to the kids, so it was cool. And then the following day we went to the Mets and Dodgers game 2. So
Nice,
it
dude.
was just Mariela and I, so we went on a little date. Yeah, that was
Nice
cool.
little 3-day weekend,
Yeah, I felt like I was on vacation, man, which I was. I had Monday
man.
off, so it was nice. Yeah, but the last weekend, I was kind of like Frank, catching up with friends and watching football. It was cool, man. I mean, I haven't gone out with like on a boys' night, like to a bar and watch a football game for a long time. So it was cool catching up with the homie Jeffrey. So I got to do that and a
We
few
got to
other
do one of
things, but
those. Us three, man. We got
yeah,
to do one of those.
yeah, we got to, man. It
Let
feels
me
good, man.
know.
It's just let's do it, dude. We'll plan out a day and what game we should watch, but let's do a football game,
I
whether it's
know.
a Rams or dot, huh?
Yeah. You're saying go to the game or watch it on like go to a bar.
Go to a
Either
bar, dude.
go to the bar,
That'd be
right? Yeah,
cool.
let's go to a bar.
Yeah,
I'm down. I
yeah.
know that
I do want to
Vic
go to the
is.
Cosm, huh? My bad. What were you
Oh,
saying?
dude, I
Oh
know.
yeah, we
Well,
could do Cosm. Yeah, we
so
should do
we tried
That's
it.
what I really want to do. Yeah, I've been
So the
wanting to do it,
tickets
but
for the dome is 250, right? 250 for the tickets,
oh
which is
yeah,
crazy. But
Res- but that's for like
that's like
preferred,
a
like that's like for reserve seats
yeah,
and stuff. Yeah,
yeah. I think there's
well,
like
that's the
3 or 4 different sections, right?
yeah. But I'm saying that's the biggest part of the attraction, right? Is the dome,
Yeah, you want to be
isn't it?
yeah,
you want to
At
be in there.
the big old screen thing.
It feels like
yeah,
you're in the game, right? Because it's all
yeah. It's pretty
360.
cool,
Supposedly,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
I know
awesome, man.
Vic is super excited today for the matchup, which I saw was a really cool matchup between the Cowboys and the Niners later tonight.
Oh,
That's
You gonna
right.
let's
watch
go,
that, Vic?
Cowboys!
Sunday
Are you
night
gonna watch
football.
that?
Let's
Oh, come
go!
on, come on,
I mean, I don't know.
come
Maybe
on.
you're gonna be at a
Oh
family
man.
event. Some
I'll be
sort
at
of
home. I'll be at
something.
home.
You'll be at home.
We're
Okay.
we got plans for earlier this afternoon, but should be home
See?
by then.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll be
Kittle's playing, right? He's playing, right?
yeah,
I know he's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
Kiddo
He's
should
been.
questionable.
be should be there.
He had a
I
resurgence
Uh,
got it.
this year, right? Kittle's been playing better
Debo's
this year
Debo's
compared to last year.
Is
Debo's
Debo back?
back.
No.
He'll be back today. He had a little battle with pneumonia last couple
Mm,
weeks.
Oh
yeah.
man,
So
damn.
yeah,
Uh,
Brandon Ayuk unfortunately he's done for the year. Torn
oh, dude, I
ACL.
heard me, dude. He tore
No,
his ACL. I was
what?
like, ooh.
Did he?
and
When
and
was that last?
MCL.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
tore his ACL.
last week.
That was last
Last
week,
week.
dude.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
catch
saw that. I
that.
was, ooh.
Yeah, it's
That
pretty
sucks,
Damn,
bad,
man.
bro.
You guys lost a good
that's a
receiver, man.
big one. Fuck.
Well, let's
Yeah,
see, man.
so
Hey, how about my
so the
Rams,
rookie.
baby? My bad. My
Yeah,
bad.
dude. Big win on
Hey,
Thursday, dude.
both of them are back, bro. Puka and
Puka.
Cooper
Cup,
Cup.
they're back, and they did good, man. I'm gonna go watch that game, but I don't know about the face mask, dude. That they called on.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
They
I
didn't
saw
call it
that.
out. I
They
saw
didn't
that. I
call
was
it
like,
Oh
out.
yeah.
damn, dude. I'm a Rams fan, but they should have called that. But hey, I'm glad they didn't because we won, dude. Who knows? Maybe they could have been. Donald could have thrown a touchdown, and that would have been it, dude. But
It was a good game though.
anyways,
It
yeah,
was a
that
pretty
was a
good
good
game.
game. Thursday game. What were we gonna say, Big?
No, that was it. That was it.
About your
But yeah,
rookie,
your
your
Rams are.
Niners.
You guys are what? You guys are three and
We're
three,
horrible,
3 and 4.
dude. I think
What?
we're like
Where you guys at now?
3. I think we're
3 and
like
4.
2 and 3. We've only won like 2 games, dude. Or maybe I don't. I thought we've only
No,
won
you
two
guys have won
games.
three games, right?
Oh, 3. Oh, never mind. I guess I'm wrong.
You
I
guys
guess I'm
beat my
so used to
Niners. You beat
freaking
the
saying.
Vikings, and who else did you guys beat?
And then fight the Viking. We somebody else. No, dude. I feel
You
like
guys won
we're
your first
just.
game of the season. Who'd you guys play first game of the season?
Wasn't it? No, the Lions. We didn't win that one. Uh, who did we play the first game of the season? Damn. Here, let me tell you exactly.
Well,
So
yeah,
we
the crazy.
played.
So, yeah, go for it.
Huh?
No, go for it.
No, I was just gonna say we played the Cowboys preseason, but that's preseason. Oh, we played the Cardinals. Okay, but we got
We.
spanked. We got smacked by them, dude. We played the Niners, and then we played the Bears. We played the Packers. We lost, and we played the Raiders. Oh, so Raiders, Vikings, and Niners. Okay, you're right.
Oh, there you
You're
go.
right because we won last week. We've
So
won two
you're
weeks in a row.
so you're
So
3-4, right?
yeah, yeah, you're right. We are three and
Yeah.
four. Okay.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Frank? My bad.
Well, no, just the matchup with today with the Bears between the Commanders, because that's essentially Caleb versus Jaden. What's his
Oh,
Jaden
name?
Daniels.
Daniels.
Jaden
Jaden
Daniels,
Daniels.
My fantasy. Yeah,
the top two quarterbacks that were
San,
drafted this year.
Hey,
And
Jaden
yeah.
Daniels. Jaden Daniels, San Bernardino County, baby.
okay,
Yes.
but I mean
Yeah.
The
Hmm.
Bears are 4-2, Commanders are 5-2. Man, it's going to be a nice little
I don't
matchup
know.
today at 125. So looking forward to that.
Is that going to be a Fox game? Probably, right? It's
This
NFC.
is I'm hope. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Not really sure.
Can you guys hear me? Sorry.
Um, yeah,
All right.
yeah, we
Yeah, I
can hear
got
you.
you, bro.
No,
All
we're
right.
good.
Cool. Cool.
No, we're
Cool.
good.
You good?
Yeah. I just. Yeah. I thought I lost you guys for a second, but yeah. Anyways, should we wrap this up or what?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
All right, guys. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in, everybody, to this week's episode. If you like today's episode, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram. Go
Let's
Dodgers!
go,
Game 3
baby.
tomorrow. Let's
Let's go,
go!
Dodgers.
Peace.
Peace.
Compadres out.